Secure your own copy of Smart Pass before class.
Good day, Kavibal, and welcome to our Senior High School webinar series. For today's discussion, our topic will be on strengthening the growth mindset in the midst of pandemic, the key to lifelong learning in the senior high school setting. We begin, take note of the following reminders. Please make sure you are registered to the webinar to have your e-certificate of participation. Visit certificate.vibalgroup.com to generate your proof of attendance. Place your questions on the comment box allotted during the session, and they will be addressed by our speaker later on. Share the video using hashtag LearnAs1PH as our official hashtag to our Vibal webinars. Experience learning, ka-Vibal? And now, to proceed with our webinar this afternoon, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our distinguished speaker. He is a licensed professional teacher and registered nurse. He is also an associate faculty in the Ateneo de Manila Senior School. Our speaker also earned a degree in Master in Physical Education and Sports in 2015. He is a certified clinical fitness professional won by Exercise in Medicine Philippines 2018. He is also a licensed financial consultant in September 2018 and promoted to Associate Unit Manager for Financial Consultants in PruLife UK last December 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Michael Christian B. Borromeo.
Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, allow me to share my screen. Okay, there you go. Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon to all of my fellow educators who are present here today. We are about to discuss strengthening the growth mindset in the midst of a pandemic. We will also tackle keys to lifelong learning in the senior high school setting. So I've been a faculty in one of the private schools in Quezon City, and we've been handling senior high school since 2015. So I'll be sharing some insights how we handle the students, and we will be share. I will also share a few tips that we do that we are planning to do as well when the school year starts. Okay, so first I want to share a brief story about myself. Ako po yan. Uh, mukha lang po akong mahihiyain. Mukha lang po akong sutil pero mahihiyain po talaga ako. Hashtag shy type. No? Meron po kasing karanasan ako nung bata na that shaped me who I am today. No? Nasakan din dahil ito yung nagbigay sa akin na topic ni Bibal. So, I was 3 years old, I think. So this photo was taken like around late 1980s or mid 1980s. So, nung bata po ako, so dumating po yung panahon na pinayagan na ako ng aking mga magulang na maglaro sa labas. So, lahat naman po ng bata na sa ganyang edad ay gustong makipaglaro sa mga kapwa nila bata, no? Hindi pa naman ganun ka-advanced ang technology during those times. Experience ko po na yan is kung sinubukan kong sumali sa grupo ng mga batang naglalaro. Agawan base ang nilalaro nila. Lumapit lang po ako, but unfortunately, I was rejected. Hindi po ako pinansin. Lumayo po sila sa akin. And narinig ko yung isa sabi, huwag tayo dyan, English speaking yan. Kasi yan po ang aking itsura. But okay lang sa akin yun. So lumipat ako sa isang grupo ng mga kabataan malapit sa bahay namin. Naglalaro po sila ng Jolin. Same si Darren din po. Hindi po nila ako pinasali dahil akala nila English speaking po ako. From then on, tumatak po sa akin na parang kakaiba ako. Pero hindi naman pala. Kaya lang, as a 3 or 4-year-old kid, tumatak sa akin yung baka hindi ako magustuhan ng mga taong gusto kong lapitan every time I'm in a situation or an environment na bago sa akin. But moving on, ang naging intervention ko po noon is magtuloy-tuloy na lang. No? Just go with the flow. Siyempre, nag-aral din po tayo. Pag-aral po tayo. Ang naging default ko lang po lagi is basta sumabay lang sa agos. Gawin lang kung ano yung dapat gawin. Pero hindi ko po naging attitude yung unang approach na makiusap sa takot na baka reject po ako. Hanggang sa dumating po yung time na kolehiyo na ako, lagi po ako naghahanap ng kasama. Lagi kong gustong may kasama. So, yung sa madaling salita, kailangan po nasa comfort zone ako palagi for me to be able to function well or effectively. So, pagdating ko sa kolehiyo, gusto ko talaga sports. Ako, naging including sa akin ng mga magulang ko is to let me join sports clinic. Doon yung swimming, yung basketball. So somehow, it shaped my confidence. Pero hindi pa rin po nawawala sa akin yung hiya to mingle with other people. Surprisingly, sa college, nung nasa advising and I was trying to enroll, when I got the results sa isang university, kasama ko yung mga high school friends ko. Sabi sa akin nung advising, sir, kung foreign student, proceed to the other side. Sabi ko, hindi po nagtatagalog po ako. Pilipino po ako. Sa Marikina po ako pinanganak. Nagtawanan na lang po kami. Then, ang advice na sa akin, sir, kung gusto niyo ng sports course, might as well join the College of Education and get major in physical education. So, doon na po yung start nun. Imagine, yung isang taong mahihiyain or batang lumaking mahihiyain, biglang magtuturo. Siguro doon po yung naging foundation mindset. I was forced to be out of my comfort zone. So during college, taking up major in physical education, assigned to coach a basketball team, na wala akong choice kung hindi gawin siya. Hanggang sa natutunan po yung magiging takbo halos ng usapan natin ngayong hapon. Kagaya po ng introduction, bigyan ko lang po kayo ng konting background ulit sa aking sarili. So dahil po sa aking kwento sa naging karanasan ko, I would say na I silently kept on moving forward. Kasi hindi naisip ko rin nun, wala naman na akong magagawa kung ganito yung tingin sa akin ng ibang tao. Pero nung lumaki po yung horizon, normal lang naman pala. So thank God, I was able to finish my bachelor's degree. Secondary education, major in physical education. Sa University of Santo Tomas po, in 2004. Nakapagtrabaho din po, kahit pa nakapagturo sa isang Chinese school. Then, that was for years. Pag-coach din po. Imagine, pagiging mahihain, napunta ako dun sa sitwasyon na lagi ako magsasalita sa harap ng mga tao. Lagi pong may kaba. No? Then, dumating po yung panahon na pinag-aral po ako ng aking tiyahin na nasa Amerika ng nursing noong 2000. Natapos ko po yun noong 2010. Again, I was placed outside my comfort zone dahil pumunta na naman po ako sa isang eskwelahan sa Quezon City nang wala na naman akong kilala. So, but slowly, I was able to outgrow that fear of rejection. Then, unfortunately, nagkaroon ng recession noong 2010, so hindi na po ako tumuloy mag-abroad. So, I went back to the academe. Kinuha ko pa rin po yung task na pagko-coach at pagtuturo. So, pero this time, sa mga bata. Halo po, may high school, may grade school. So, slowly, I was moving out of my comfort zone hanggang nasasanay na ako. So, kagaya ng naging mantra ko, just go with the flow. Hindi ko rin po namalayan na natapos ko na rin po ang master's in physical education and sports sa Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Sumunod po nun, nakita ko po ang isang training or certification seminar na Exercise Medicine Philippines. So, ang ginagawa po dyan, collaboration with doctors para magbigay po kami ng mga prescribed exercise sa mga taong may karamdaman. Pwede rin po sa mga, syempre gusto rin magpaka-healthy. Wala na naman po ako masyadong kilala doon sa lugar na yun. Buti na lang meron po ako mga former professors na nandun. Pero, nagiging maluwag na po yan sa akin. Kumbaga, hindi na po ako masyadong naiilang. Salamat din po sa Diyos. And lastly, siguro dahil nasasayang po ako ng maraming tao. At gusto ko pang pagdag ng kaalam. Pumasok po ako bilang financial advisor or financial consultant. So, diyan po, we encourage people to do financial planning about retirement, income protection, iba po. No? So, ngayon, this is how growth mindset molded me to face life. Nagpapasalamat din po ako dun sa mga naging karanasan ko. No? So, kung kumpara po yung sarili ko sa mga tao na nakikinig sa akin ngayon, I'm sure marami pong mas magaling sa akin. Kaya it is an honor for me to speak in front of you. Dahil nagsimula po ako sa pagiging mahiyain. And alam kong sa mga tao na talagang gusto nilang magturo, gusto maging guro, I'm very sure that all of us here are in the comfort zone of teaching people. Shoutout na rin po sa mga Tomasino dyan, sa mga taga-PUP, at sa mga taga-World City kung sakaling meron po. No? So, Go Stay, World Citizen, Sinta, a big fight, physiological wellness, financial wellness. Yan na po ang aking evolution. Simula po nung mid-1980s. So, punta po tayo dun sa focus ng ating discussion. First is, we compare a growth mindset to a fixed mindset. We can also do a reflection of how our mindset is or kung ano po yung direction ng ating plano ngayon. Doon po muna tayo sa fixed mindset. Sa fixed mindset po, basahin po natin yung mga quotation or yung mga statements na nasasabi ng mga taong normal na may fixed mindset. Failure is the limit of my ability. Ibig sabihin po, kung nagkaroon po ng kabiguan ng isang tao, if they fail to reach a goal, they give up. Which is obviously a disadvantage, no? Dahil the only limit na magbibigay sa atin is yung sarili natin. I'm either good at it or I'm not. So this is like a play safe statement. Pwede naman kasi mag-improve, no? Lagi po yun. As educators, we are expected to have an attitude of improvement. So hungry for improvement. Open to improve, open to get better. Next, my abilities aren't changing. So naka-fix na. Hanggang dito lang. So, quote-unquote, hanggang dito lang ako. When I was a kid, ganyan po yung naging mindset ko. Ito lang. Hanggang dito lang. Ito lang. Ayoko nang lumabas sa comfort zone ko. Pero yun pala, if you're forced to go out of your comfort zone, you will definitely improve. I don't like to be challenged. Well, we are facing a huge challenge now na meron po tayong pandemic. If ayaw po natin ng challenge, lagi pong sinasabi or priority ng mga guro, kagaya ko, kagaya natin lahat, paano naman yung mga bata? Paano naman yung mga mag-aaral? How are they going? How are we going to mold their future if we will not live up to the challenge? I can either do it or I can't. Same. It's also playing it safe, staying in a comfort zone. My potential is predetermined. So, nag-prejudge na po agad. Naka-prejudge po agad ang mga taong may fixed mindset. When I'm frustrated, I give up. So, mahirapan ng konti, suko na. Well, if that would be the case, we cannot move forward. So, parang ganito kung tayo po patalo, wala po tayong gagawin. If we will adjust, again, kawawa po yung mga mag-aaral. Kawawa po yung mga umaasa sa atin. Feedback and criticism are personal. So, sa tao may fixed mindset, they constantly criticisms and feedback. What I know, so very close as a team, if we will go to our own subject areas, own department, then what we know, we share, and we absorb what others know also. So, try to reflect. Ako, aminado po ako may mga times na ganyan ang naisip ko. But upon realizing that this pandemic is here, we have to adjust. Now, we go to the growth mindset. We go to a more positive approach. As educators, I know all of us here have a growth mindset. We just have to strengthen that kind of mindset. Going to the coming school year. Failure is an opportunity to grow. So mga tao may growth mindset, they don't feel bad when they fail. It's fine. It's normal to feel frustrated at first. Pero we have to reflect, get back to the drawing board, and bounce back until we finish that goal or until we accomplish that goal. I can learn to do anything I want. So this is very powerful, right? Kung meron tayong gustong gawin, kaya natin gawin as long as we are open to learn how to do it. Challenges help me grow. So now, we are facing a pandemic. So lahat po bago, lahat po will be in an online setting. Nobody knows how long this will take. Tama po? So this will be a huge challenge. And I'm sure when things get back into normal, lahat po tayo nag-improve. Dahil this is a challenge that we will overcome together. My effort and attitude determine my abilities. So, sa taong may growth mindset, sipag at right attitude, yan po ang magiging determining factors kung gaano po tayo kagaling. Feedback is constructive. So, let's open, lalo po ngayon, let's open ourselves to feedback dahil lahat naman po lahat po ng parating bago sa atin. Wala pa naman po sa atin experience magturo ng mayroong pandemic. Lahat po tayo dadaan sa ganung, we will be walking towards that path. So kung ano man po yung magiging feedback ng mga kasamahan natin, ng mga superiors natin, let's be open. Because those things will help us improve along the way. I am inspired by the success of others. Okay. Lahat naman po siguro tayo dito nakakita na mayroon mga kaibigan, sa pamilya, or sa trabaho na nakikita natin na nagsasucceed sa mga kanya-kanyang careers. Or even in a school setting na may napopromote, may nakakatanggap ng mga recognition. Sa tao may growth mindset, they get inspired by those people. They don't feel bitter na bakit siya ganyan, bakit ako din. If you think that ikaw din, you deserve it, then prove it. Mas mabuti pa. You get inspiration from your colleagues rather than being bitter na sasabihin natin na dapat ako yun. So kung dapat sa tingin natin dapat tayo yun, panindigan natin o patunayan natin na dapat tayo yun. And I like to try new things. May mga tao ayaw na sumubok, fix na sila dun sa kung nakasanayan nila. But let's admit, we have no choice but to engage in the quote-unquote new normal to continue our mission. Na basically, yan po ang pagkakaiba nila. So, let's move forward and strengthen our growth mindset. Okay. Kung ano determined ka grow, if he is determined to succeed and accomplish his or her goals, we have to keep moving up. Stop playing it safe. Kailangan natin magtuloy-tuloy. Be open to accept challenges. Do not let anybody define who you are. May mga if we exert an extra effort, if we allow ourselves to improve, then some people might tell, tama na yan, okay na tayo dito, maging kontento ka na. Okay, you should be happy with what you have. Well, hindi naman po ibig sabihin naman hindi tayo masaya kung ano yung meron tayo. Kailangan or gusto lang natin umangat ba. Wala po masama doon. Dahil mas makabuti nakararaan sa profesyon natin, ang improvement din po ng mga taong naniniwala sa atin. Ng mga kabataan na soon to be the future leaders of this country, soon to be the citizens of the Philippines. Pwede mo sabihin, nagbago ka na masyado. Well, if you are changing, if it's for the better, the best decision that you made. Focus on we have our own goals here. I know each school has its own mission and vision. At the same time, we as professionals, we should also establish our goals that we want to accomplish. We focus on that. Dahil lahat naman po na may kinabanyan is our own institution and our students. Yung ikagagaling natin, ikagaling din po ng mga mag-aaral. Same time, yun po yung magiging contribution natin sa bansa. Allow yourself to learn and experience new things. Well, come August, all experiences ng mga teachers and students will be new. Most, if not all, most of it. Wala naman po talagang, meron existing online classes, but pili lang na subject. Depende lang po. But this time, everything will be done at home. Remotely. It's distance learning, distance education. I'd like to share with you the highlights or some of the highlights that I took note of when I watched the video of Professor Carol Dweck about developing a growth mindset. That's Professor Dweck. Nagustuhan ko po doon yung the power of yet. If we will apply this to our setting or to the setting that we are about to face in a few weeks, we are and will still be in a learning curve. So okay lang po. We have get mastered how we do things in the new normal. Like I said earlier, wala pa naman pong nakaranas turo under a pandemic. Ngayon pa lang, lahat po tayo sabay-sabay tayo. And that's a beautiful thing kahit paano. Let's take things positively. That's why we engage in seminars, in webinars, to at least gather tips on how to execute, tips what to do, tips on how are we going to execute things. Because everything will be total. Everything has been changed, no? Iba po yung magiging setup natin ngayon parating na school. Yung even like sa amin, sports industry, sa physical education, is going to be a whole for us. Pero hindi pa nangyayari. We still have time to prepare. But along the way, there will be challenges. Let's just head on. Dahil hindi pa naman natin talaga siya namamahal. To avoid stress, we just take note what we do, take note of kung ano yung mga mas effective, tsaka yung mga dapat natin hindi ulitin, and we're good. Abilities could grow through hard work, which will develop growth mind. Yes, kagaya nga rin po ng sinabi natin kanina, effort and right attitude will really determine our abilities. So if we work hard, we have we are open to develop, then growth mindset will automatically follow. Kasi nakakasanayan po natin. We are in a very challenging stage in our career where we should allow ourselves to love adversity. Just bring with us the arsenals of perseverance and decisiveness. And our mindset and the student's mindset will grow. Kasi kung ano po yung nagiging galaw natin, nagiging attitude na yung value, pag-aaral. A fixed mindset, the flight response. So, ang magiging response po ng fixed mindset is just throw away from difficult, just damaging to our students if we will have this kind of mindset. It's a growth mindset, like I said, yung yet, for the power of yet. Okay? Not yet can pave the path to a better future. In application, so if we engage a new normal, which is we master the online classes or handling online classes, when all of this pandemic is over, nadagdagan tayo ng skills, nadagdagan po tayo ng weapon on how to. So tayo po yung win-win situation dun dahil gumaling tayo. Rather than thinking na hassle tong pandemic, ang hirap naman, just move on. Ano naman tayo mga eksperto sa industriya na makakatulong sa atin and who are working on it for us to start well. It means not yet. So kung merong mahirap, sa ngayon mahirap. Kumbaga, it's not yet easy, but soon it will be. For as long as we strengthen our growth mindset. Segue ko lang din po ng konti how we handle students. No? How do we create a foundation of a growth mindset? According to Professor Drake, praise wisely for every evidence of hard work, perseverance, strategy, and intelligence. Senior students are Generation Z people or Gen Zers. They would take it positively if we praise them. Evidently. Hindi alam din naman po nila kung if we are just to praise them. Po yung alam nilang meron sa gawa and we appreciate it. They will appreciate it well. Dahil ito po yung mga edad ng kabataan na they really want to be appreciated. They want to show the world that they are old enough. So we should also acknowledge that they are working. That we should also acknowledge their output. Now, talking about our situation as professionals, why not do this foundation or execute programs na makakatulong to boost the confidence of our colleagues? It will really help. No, psychologically, if we are feeding appreciation within or among us, definitely it will inspire us more. How can we change mindset? What if may mga kasama tayo or tayo mismo mayroon pa tayong konting fixed mindset? Ulitin ko lang po. One tip from Professor Dweck, get out of your comfort zone, learn something significantly challenging, and stick to it. Okay? Getting out of your comfort zone is not enough. We should also engage and stick to it until we master or develop that kind of quote unquote kasanayan, how to do what to do with it. Because research show that neurons form new and connections in the brain. Kasi kapag meron po tayo, if we engage into something new, mahirap siya, napupunta doon focus natin. So nasasanay tayo, pagdaanan yun, our brain will dig deep, mas na-stimulate yung pag-iisip natin, our creativity grows up, tapos through that, yung neurons natin, magkakaroon siya ng stronger connection. Which, in the end, mag-i-improve po tayo. Now, we can create growth mindset environments, but let's engage first as true leaders. As educators, I also believe na lahat leaders, no? You have to be, you don't have to be subject area para matawag natin sarili natin as leaders. We alone, nakagraduate tayo, nakapasa tayo ng board exam, we should consider ourselves leaders. Why? Because we lead our students to the best future possible. Tayo po talaga yun. Sa mga simpleng pananalita po natin sa loob ng classroom, mayroon pong tumatatak lagi. Pandemic, showing a positive attitude towards this one would really set the pace. Kung sa atin po mismo magagaling yung ang hirap kasi ganito, bago to. Ang hirap kasi may ganito. Ang hirap kasi mayroong pandemic kaya ganito tayo. So, let's turn things positively by this is a good way also. At least meron tayong nagagawa. Hindi mapuputol ng learnings natin. Meron pa rin tayong pagkakataon na mag-improve as students. Matutuloy pa rin ang iyong grade level. Hindi mawawala yung momentum para matuto tayo. At the same time, everything is new. Marami rin po tayong matututunan. Tutuloy-tuloy lang po tayo. And I quote, according to Professor Dweck again, learning the growth mindset transforms the meaning of effort and difficulty. So this is a chance for us to get smarter. So basically, everything starts with the right attitude. Everything will be about mindset. If you want to have you want to have a good start, ngayon pa lang po, let's allow our minds or brains to engage in growth mindsetting activity. We do some reflections. Ano ba yung ginagawa ko dati? Or ano ba yung nagmo-motivate sa para pumasok araw-araw nung wala pang pandemic? So ngayon, ano ba yung mag-motivate sa akin to engage into everything new for me to become more effective? And when everything is normal already, face-to-face setting, nandun naman yung foundation natin as teachers, as educators, doing our lessons or conducting our lessons face-to-face. And mababaon natin lahat po ng mabubuting experiences na pinagdaanan or pagdadaanan natin. Yung mga hirap, so dadali din po yan. I'd like to have key points. The 7 C's of resiliency. Coach, principal, and be fit. So ito pong tatlong to. Ito po yung halos naging foundation ng subject area natin sa school po namin. No? As early as March, nag-meeting po kami. It was an official meeting. It was more on kamustahan. It was how each of us doing. Then slowly, napunta na rin po yung kanyang sharing or paano kaya tayo ngayon Ano ba yung start with how are we, what are the factors that we do well in the previous years, which we can carry over dito and convert it in the new normal setting. So, for me, let's be empowered dun sa mga bagay na to. Because I truly believe that this will really help strengthen our growth mindset. Let's define first what is resilience. Resilience is pagiging matatag or being toughness in times of difficulties. Well, obviously, we will be facing a difficulty. We are currently facing a difficulty. Di pa nga natin alam kung kailan siya matatapos. Nobody can tell. No? But facing adversity, we have to keep moving forward. We have to advance despite adversity. We have to be goal oriented and we have to continue working towards our vision. It's not enough that we finish our mission. We have to fulfill the vision. We have to be proactive. Hindi po natin pwedeng hintayin na mas lalo lumala yung problema bago tayo kumilos. We have to start now. We have to work hard now for things to be a bit easier when we execute our own programs. Both large and small everyday changes, yes, everything will change. Lahat po, everyday. Pagka nagsimula na po yung school year, sigurado po may bago bawat araw. Okay, we will have new experiences. Kasama na dyan yung minor na like nagkaroon ng problema sa internet, yung software hindi na effective bigla, and the like, marami rin po. No? Ano po ba yung mga pwedeng maging problema? Marami pa yung natin yan, problema pero stable also. But whatever those would be, we have to keep advancing despite adversity. We have to be resilient. Sa atin po dapat magsimula yan. Kasi we will not be resilient, our students as well will not be effectively resilient dun sa mga mangyayari ngayon. Young people live up or down to expectations we set for them. They need adults who believe in them unconditionally and hold them to high expectations of putting in a good effort and of being compassionate, generous, and creative. So yung mga kabataan, yung mga senior high school age 15 to 18, 19-year-olds, they live up or down kung ano yung tingin natin sa kanila. If they feel that na hindi tayo naniniwala sa kanila, might live up to that. Na parang wala naman pala wala namang tiwala si coach, wala namang tiwala si ma'am, si sir sa akin. So I'll just be in a fixed mindset. But if we plant a good foundation that they are doing good, they are continuously learning, then they will be continuously improving. They will continue to improve at all costs. Kasi tayo po yung adults na maniniwala sa kanila. Well, no offense, pero sometimes there are students na naniniwala po sa teachers kaysa sa magulang nila. Kaya po tayo nabansa rin na pangalawang magulang. What we do to model resilience strategies for our children or for our students is more important than anything we say about them. Now, we have to be the model of resilience. Ngayon, especially sa ganitong panahon. They have to see us being positive in the new normal. So we have to be careful also to post things on social media because yun na po ang magiging everyday lives or everyday hobby ng mga tao ngayon. It's in social media or any online platform. Hindi tayo makikita kasi hindi nila tayo makikita physically. The 7 C's of resiliency. Competence, confidence, connection, character, contribution, coping, and control. So, competent. I believe all of us here are competent. Kaya nga po tayo licensed professional teacher. We all have the knowledge to teach our subject. We all have the skill to mold the youth. All of us perform whatever happens, whether under stress, under pressure, or in a relaxed situation, we keep on performing well. Now, our experiences has molded us to be who we are right now. Whether if we are a young educator, yung experience natin when we were in the on-the-job training or student teaching experience, yan po ang baon natin yan. It, kung if we are in the academy for a decade or so, from our student experience until the previous years when we are starting as professional educators, baon pa rin po natin yan. Lahat lang po ng experience niyan has to be translated into an online setting. And I am very thankful dahil meron pong nasimulan. Thank God, meron pong Zoom, meron pong Google Meet. Marami pong lumabas bigla na ganito. What if this pandemic happened in a pre-inter? It's going to be more challenging. And ngayon, meron pong ways, may paraan on how to reach to our students. How we continue our careers, how we continue our mission as educators. Leadership, yes, it's given. All of us are leaders. I believe in that. And maximize our potential. How you Now this pandemic is a great opportunity for us to maximize our potential. I myself, I'm not that techy, I'm not that tech savvy, but I'm open to learn everything about on how to do online classes. We have the time, no? We have the time to learn. We have the resources. Let's just maximize for our improvement and at least nadadagdagan yung potential natin to be better educators. I'd like to share this quote. Don't do not be a parrot in life. Be an eagle. So a parrot talks way too much but cannot fly high. But an eagle is silent and has the willpower to touch the sky. So tayo po, as teachers, everything we say is powerful. Naniniwala po sa atin yung mga estudyante natin. Naniniwala po sa atin yung mga tao kahit na hindi natin estudyante. Because of our dignity. We are all dignified professionals. So now, what we have to do is to go to the drawing board, execute our plan, then execute it when it's time. Let's work silently. Then when the time comes we have to execute, we execute effectively. Now, confidence is linked to competence. Kasi in competence, we have to focus on our strength and strengthen our weaknesses. No? If talking about competence, we will undermine competence if we allow ourselves not to recover after we fall. So if we keep on recovering, or if we keep on giving up the challenges, our confidence will definitely increase. And confidence is rooted in competence. We have to believe solidly in our own abilities as professionals, as people, as a person. Kasi magkakatulungan naman po tayo. Pero it should start from ourselves. So it is also necessary to think outside the box. Kung ano man po yung mga mangyayari, kung ano yung mga challenges or yung mga hirap na pagdadaanan natin. Let's be creative. And it will root from our confidence. Dahil meron tayong we have enough foundation, we are competent to battle out challenges. So, why not develop this kind of attitude? Instead of asking ourselves after a lesson, is coming online classes, let's try to ask ourselves, did I do good? Or better to ask ourselves that, did I do better? And at the end of the day, let's just tell ourselves that I can do this. I can do everything as long as I learn. So yung attitude natin, I can do all of these things. Just have this kind of attitude. Just eliminate the cannot. Said, let's make it. Can. I can do it. Now, ito. Yung susunod na C. Lahat naman po tayo, figuratively and literally, kailangan natin and ngayon, connection. Whatever happens, yan po magiging malaking contribution. Or yan po yung malaking foundation how we conduct learning under the new normal setting. Especially in the senior high school, right? Because Zs are all tech savvy. Sometimes, mas magaling talaga sila sa technology compared sa atin. So we have to be at par with them. Which is also a blessing dahil kung magaling sa technology, tayo kailangan natin aralin yung basic at sila mas madali makaka-adapt kasi hindi naman bago sa kanila yung paggamit ng technology. Eh, mas bago pa ngayon sa karamihan sa atin, I would admit. Ngayon pa lang din ako natututo ng ibang platform, yung social media platforms, which I also engage in learning dahil mas makaka-relate ako para come this school year dahil alam kasi lahat po ng mga senior high school students, halos lahat yung mga online social media platforms, yung online applications. At least madali sila magiging komportable sa atin. So, in connection, talking about connection, figuratively, we should have a stronger sense of belonging. Well, we have to adapt. We have to adapt to technology. Address the conflict and work together as a team. Whether it's under one institution, under one subject area, we have to work together. We have to establish ngayon yung bonding para mas i-share natin yung mga bagay na dapat matutunan para mas makapag-execute po tayo effectively. Just to share, as early as April, nag-meet na po kami ng subject area namin. And we do it once or twice a month. Para lang at least yung mga nababasa namin, yung mga naming updates, yung mga nalaman naming balita from other colleagues outside our school, nasi-share namin. Kung hindi man mag-meet, at least nag-chat. We utilize technology for our improvement. Then, let's use this connection to build, to build healthy relationship and spread the good vibes. Huwag po tayong nega. Nakaka-stress yun. Makakababa po ng immune system yun. Let's enjoy what's about to come. So, regardless to building healthy relationships and spreading positive vibes, let's develop creative solutions. We will be creative if we continue working as a team. Here's a suggestion. This one. I'd like to share this also. 5 types of people to surround yourself with. The inspired, the motivated, the open-minded, the passionate. Okay. How can I surround myself with those kind of people kung nasa bahay lang ako? Well, we have Zoom meetings, we have Google Meet, we have Messenger group calls. Pwede po tayo makipag-usap sa mga taong ganyan. Or, better yet, let's start within ourselves to instill in our personalities these 5 minsan madali na po makita kung sino po yung motivated. Just be in social media for like 2 hours to see people who post positive quotes or who are expressing their self na ito yung gusto ko mangyari sa buhay ko, I'm planning to do this, I'm planning to do that. Marami po. Marami din po dyan grateful. These 5 traits would build a solid foundation of who we are. That would later on be passed to people around us. Let's talk about character. Character for having a positive attitude. Let's be optimists. Let's live life in optimal growth. Let's be hungry for success, regardless of adversity pagdating na kasi hindi lang naman itong pandemic yung haharapin natin. Marami pa po pagtapos natin. So it is maybe a calling for us to get continue getting better, whatever happens. We have to maintain righteousness and continuously commitment to our integrity. Strong sense of self-worth. I'd like to end this character topic uh, by a quote with a quote from Will Smith. I wake up every morning believe today is going to be better than yesterday. Kumbaga, hashtag asanes, umaasa. Wala namang masama doon. No? Uh, everyday ako pag gumigising ako, sana matapos na. Pero wag lang susuko. Matatapos din to. Matatapos din tong kung ano man yung kinakaharap natin ngayon. And things will get better. Next is contribution. Contribution reflects and show what you can do to society. What we can do to society. Parang puzzle po. Each of us, whether a huge amount of contribution or a little amount of contribution, it's still contribution and it will help our society. It is powerful to realize that the world is still a great place to live because all of us are in it. All of us are living in it. Marami pong dahilan para lumaban. We have to dig deep within ourselves and bring out that sense of purpose. Ano po ba yung purpose natin being educators? Are we done by barely teaching our subject area? Or do we do significant things to mold our youth to face reality or to face the real world in the future? The senior high school, they will face the real world very soon. So how we prepare now will significantly affect how we teach them later on. Rather than ranting dun sa mga negative things happening outside, let's just try to appreciate what we have and share the blessing. But swerte po tayo bilang mga guro, tuloy pa rin po ang ating trabaho. Yakapin po natin yan pagyamanin. Let's execute servant leadership and believe that we can improve the world. Tayo po ang may kapasidad gumawa niya because we are molding the future leaders of this country. I'd like to share this quote also dun sa isang seminar na natinan ko. If you are not part of the solution, then you are part of the problem. So having a fixed mindset and playing it safe by not doing anything, you are contributing to the problem. So why not contribute positively to resolve the problem? All of us have this kind of purpose as educators. Tayo po ang frontliners dito. Industriya natin. Let the doctors handle their own frontline duties. Tayo po meron din. Hindi pa lang masyadong significant yun dahil bakasyon pa. Pero once the school year starts, tayo po ang bida dyan. So kailangan po natin talaga paghandaan. Appreciate and share the blessings also. Yan po. We have to dig deep in ourselves and bring out that sense of purpose. And coping. We have to be positive and adaptive. Let's find coping mechanisms that will bring us positivity and effective adaptation. Well, I think marami naman na sa atin nakaka-adapt ngayon sa new normal. Well, may mga nag-dry run na, may mga sinubukan na yung mga applications na posibleng magiging useful pagdating ng school year. Taking care of the body through exercise, good nutrition, and adequate sleep. To my fellow coaches or teachers in the fitness industry, physical education teachers, health teachers, we have a crucial role. We have to take extra mile na matouch natin ang ating mga estudyante to exercise consistently. No, exercise should not be a subject anymore. It has to be a lifestyle together with good nutrition and adequate sleep. Kailangan natin sila ng influensya magpalakas ng resistensya because this point is necessary for everyone to survive until such time na mawala na po si COVID-19. Coping makes us prepared to overcome challenges of life. So whatever problems arise, let's be tough and live up to it. Let's face it head on dahil hindi po natin pwedeng takbuhan. Again, tayo po ang frontliners sa industriya ng pag-aaral. So coping, we have to exercise, we have to do relaxation activities. Everything can be done kahit nasa bahay. Most of the, or not everything, most of the things can be done kahit nasa bahay tayo. May home exercises. So, sa pagkain naman, everything can be search online. Ano po ba yung mga healthy na pagkain para sa pamilya? For immune system, to strengthen the immune system, and what can be done? Next, C is control. Shift the odds using positive adaptation. So we can also try this one. No? We can post in social media. How are we adapting in this time of pandemic? We can think out of the box na. How can I show the students or my future students or even my colleagues that I am adapting? That how I remain positive? How will I be positive despite everything that's happening? In that way, masanayan natin yun, makita yung tao, we influence them to be positive. We influence them to adapt effectively. Pag kung lahat naman po yung makakasanayan yun, magiging mindset po nila yun, then things would be less challenging. Attract positive energy to spread good vibes to be the source of positive output. Okay. Pasensya na po kung paulit-ulit po ang positive, pero we have to be positive, we have to develop a positive mindset and stay negative. You have to be positive to stay negative, no? To stay negative from from a declining career, declining mission, and stay negative from the infection. Be motivated. Things would be new. Let's be excited to learn something new and execute something new. Then I believe in the law of attraction. If you start your day with a negative outlook, things will never be the same throughout the day. But if it's the other way around, you'll have a great day ahead. Ako just to share, when I wake up and may extra time pa, I watch YouTube videos on positivity and motivation. That's how to set the pace. In our school, we do reflection. That is to set the day that you have something to look forward to. Pwedeng you have your own silent time or private time pagising mo. Then, at least, okay ka for the rest of the day. Masisimulan mo yung araw mo na tama. Next, being a coach. Ngayon po, in my own opinion, in our subject area alone, being a coach now is necessary. So, ano po ba yung coach? Para po it's like one-on-one that you are mentoring your students one-on-one. Ito po this is how we handle senior high school students. Ito po yung ginagawa namin for the past 5 years since the start of senior high school. We will translate it into an online setting. So first is context. We have to know the context of our students. So, it is an advantage po kung yung mga magiging estudyante natin is naging estudyante na natin before. Mas advantageous po yun. Pero kung hindi naman, it's okay. Dahil we have to spend time to know each one of them. So sa context, sino ba si student A? Ano bang meron kay student A? We can know that by just asking them or talking to them. Now, mas komportable nga po sila minsan makipag-chat eh. Rather than speaking with us one-on-one. Wala naman tayong choice. Wala rin silang choice kundi makipag-chat sa atin if we chat. If we engage a conversation. You know, we need a constructive structure for that. So yung context, kung nalaman na natin kung bakit siya ganito, ano bang pinaghugutan ng batang to, then we know the approach. And they will open up and magtitiwala po sila sa atin. Kwento ko lang po isang beses. During, 2 years ago, I had this student. She came from the province and siya lang po yung lumipat dun sa school namin. So everything is new to her. Siya po yung top 1 student ng school nila. Siya yung pinakamagaling na estudyante doon. Then, 360 degree turnaround, lumipat ng school, mag-isa, mag-isa lang, hindi kasama yung magulang. So, may homesick, may factor ng homesick, and yung the challenge of being alone. Challenge of being alone na lahat gagawin ng mag-isa. One time, yung isang subject teacher na lumapit sa akin, na umiyak na daw itong bata. So, nung kinamusta ko, ayaw niya pa magsalita. But, of course, we have a structure for that. No? So, I made it a bit formal na pinatawag ko siya, then nag-usap kami. Then I asked, kamusta ka? Bakit ka daw umiyak? So, simple. The context is kasi bumagsak siya sa quiz. And that was the first time nagkaroon siya ng failing quiz. Akala ko yun lang. But, nag-probe pa po tayo. Ito maminin siya na gusto na umuwi. So, yung context niya is, nahihirapan siya na malayo sa magulang. So, nag-dwell po tayo dun sa context na yun. Pero, sinundan po natin doon, tinanong din natin yung bata, ano ba yung goal mo? Ano ba yung gusto mong course sa college? Saan mo gusto mong mag-aral? Yung sinagot niya sa isang university dito sa Manila. Sabi ko, sa tingin mo, if you go home, pagdating mo ng college, doon ka ba? O dito? If you go home, sinagot niya dito pa rin siya mag-aral. So, it's just a matter of 2 years. What's going to happen if you go home? Babalik ka rin dito. Might as well face these things head on. Makapag-adjust ka na para pagdating mo sa college, okay ka na, hindi ka na mag-adjust. Tapos na yung adjustment period mo. Ngayon pa lang. Then the student, fast forward, finished senior high school with still with honors. Hindi na po umiyak. Thank God. Okay na siya. Next opportunity. Let's embrace this opportunity na meron tayo ngayon. Added learnings, new skills, and let's translate it into our students. No? They are about together with us to experience the new normal. Yet they still continue to learn. Addition to opportunity, this is an opportunity to improve and get better. Next is adapt or die. Hindi naman po literal, we will die, no? If we do not adapt, our mission will die. Kailangan po talaga natin mag-adapt. Kailangan natin natutunan yung technology na mga gagamitin natin. Kailangan natin magbigay ng oras na maging komportable sa atin yung mga estudyante natin. At the same time, maging komportable din tayo sa paggamit ng technology, reaching out to them. Or else, yung mission natin mawawala. Magiging mm, magiging approach na ng mga estudyante is baka computer na lang yung kausap nila. So, if some of you have attended the webinar of Mr. Jarrell Agkawi, na-discuss po niya doon na we will be executing asynchronous classes most of the time. Bihira lang po ang synchronous. So, that's very minimal. Kasi yung subject area po namin, it's more on evaluation and assessment of how individual will move or execute. No? Kaya, doon sa asynchronous setting namin, we have this thing na kailangan namin ng assessment and feedback. So instead of being having a feedback na parang robot yung post nila or sasamahan namin ng comments na personal like ang ganda ng sapatos mo or after saying good job on executing the movements. By the way, parang napansin ko maganda yung biceps mo, yung mga ganun. Para makita nila, we assure them na tao pa rin yung kausap nila, hindi po computer. Then, challenges. Let's face the challenge head on. We have no choice but to live up with it, live up with these things. Makakasanayan din po natin yung let's just be open to learn everything. Own your skills. Let's spend time. May arami pa po tayong oras. We have the whole month of July to own our skills. And we attend webinars, we do self-learning, or we can do group learning. Marami, pwede naman tayo mag-do within our friends. Then we discuss how do we do this, what's the plan of doing dito sa ganitong subject, mga ganyan po. So being a coach is knowing the context of our students, maximizing this opportunity, make sure we adapt, live up to the challenge, and keep on improving by owning our skills. Next, as a physical education structure, let's be fit, literally and figuratively. If we will be fit literally, then, syempre, lalakas yung system natin, the confidence will build up, which will give us more efficiency sa mga gagawin natin. Approach to the students, it's all be a confident. If we will do it the traditional way na lagi natin kino-correct or sinisita, let's execute a different approach. Be confident para mas mag-open up sila. Then, once they are comfortable in opening up, that's the time we form them. That's the time we give constructive feedback. Wag po agad. Especially ngayon, all of us are dealing with the challenge na iba yung setting eh. Iba yung setting natin ngayon. Mas madali po makipag-usap if it's face-to-face. But sa chat, pwede ka kasi hindi mo nabuksan. Pwede mo na hindi tignan yung message mo. Execute the system. I'm sure all the institutions now are planning. Let's trust the system. Execute po muna natin kung ano man yung ma-finalize. Then we learn along the way. Formative approach. This is what we do. Kung mapagsabihan man po natin yung bata, we make sure na merong formative approach in the end. Na kaya natin ginawa to, kaya natin nasabi to, kaya natin pag-uusapan to, kaya ganito yung consequences, kasi ganito yung nangyari, kasi ganito yung nagawa mo. Okay? We are correcting the mistake. We are not correcting you. So, hindi po yung personal na diretso siya yung may kasalanan. It's always about formative approach. If we want to be effective formators, laging formative approach. Yan po yung ginagawa namin. Rather than yung maya sitaran. We explain everything. We have to dig deep sa context. Kasama pa rin po yung context dyan. Next po is informal conversations. So, mas mabuti po ngayon para mas maging komportable po yung mga estudyante natin. Yung informal conversation na hindi kasi personally, I don't see any formal setting anytime soon. Kahit na nasa classroom setting na kahit nasabihin natin synchronous, nasa bahay lang po sila. It's totally different na nasa bahay sila rather than nasa classroom. So let's be a bit informal when we talk to them. Kahit na yung subject area natin is formal, if we will be conducting synchronous, during the discussion, okay, it can be formal at times, pero when we give comments and when we talk to them, let's be a bit informal para mas komportable sila. Kasi makakadagdag din po sa stress nila yun na kailangan maging formal sa isang setting na hindi pa formal. So, they have to be comfortable. And especially, iba ang context ng 15 to 19-year-old students. Iba po yun. No? Kasi, to share some challenges or specific challenges na nape-predict. No? Mga student problems online during online assessment. May poor time management or study habit. How are we going to correct these things? If we will be doing a formal approach, how are we going to do it? Give natin sila conference call. Well, it can work, but it will be time consuming. Why not during the assessment phase? Doon na natin ipasok on how to correct plan. No? Kasi sa bahay, it is really informal dahil marami pong distractions. Hindi naman po pare-pareho ang setting sa bahay ng bawat tao. Yan. Online distractions, well, pwedeng sabihin ng mga estudyante or pwedeng lumabas din na online directions are difficult to follow. Baka, well, depende po kasi talaga sa konteksto. So, yung mga ganyan, just try to address it informally. The students' anxiety, no? Makakatulong po dyan yung being confident. And syempre, lahat po, execution of the system, syempre kailangan alam din natin how to do it. Kung ano yung pagkakasunduan natin. When informal conversations will really be effective. Then, troubleshoot. When we execute our system, kasi wala pa naman makakapag-predict kung how effective it will be. No? So, let it run. Let the system run. And after a month or so, or a quarter, or a semester, troubleshoot kung ano po yung mga dapat ayusin. Let it run. Kasi kung ayusin natin at then there, if it's not that urgent, baka makagulo sa mga susunod pang parating na modules or execution. Kasi ito na yung naplano natin ngayon. So, might as well run it dahil everything is new. Wala pa po talaga tayong basis kung paano, how effective online classes or distance learning will be. So, we have to do troubleshooting once in a while. Now, example of troubleshooting, yung mga nagawa po ba natin or system natin, na-hit po ba natin yung goals natin na set. No? For example po sa modulo, nakapag-facilitate ba yan ng higher order thinking skills? Napag-usapan ba natin on how to construct responses or how do we do informal feedback? Ganun po. At the end of the day, we have to focus on process learning. Well, change is constant. We have to live with it. I'd like to share these motivation statements. Not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. So, ulit-ulit din po, let's face everything head on. Kaya po natin yan. And according to Charles Darwin, it is not the strongest or most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change. Marami pong pagbabago tayong kakaharapin. At ngayon, nakapag-engage na po tayo. We have good foundation already. We just have to keep moving forward. Have to keep on learning. Para pagdating ng school year, mas handa po tayo. Like I always tell my former students in the senior high school, you have to keep moving forward. Kung ano man po nangyari along the way. If we fail, learn from the failure. Get up, step up, and move forward. You have to stay focused, consistent, and positive. And things will get better, and we will be contributing to everything that will come along the way. We educators are also superheroes. We have all the capacity to be a superhero. But in order for us to become one, we just have to find our unique power or ability and exploit it for the greater good. The cape and mask are optional accessories, but the kind heart is essential. Alam ko naman po, lahat tayo may genuine intention na maturuan or maturuan ng mga estudyante. At the same time, maging contributor sa buhay nila. Maging contributor din sa ikagaganda ng buhay nila in the future. But there's a bigger mission. We have to mold them to be the best citizens possible sa bansa natin. We are also heroes, I believe that. And let's all fly high. Ito po yung isang hindi ko makakalimutang statement. No? Ito po yung sa mga trabaho na puntahan ko. Lagi ko pong sinasabi itong statement na every time being asked is, how would you adapt to change? How would you adjust every time you encounter challenges? So basically, yung context ko na sinasabi ko ito. As a licensed educator, I have always believed that learning does not stop as long as I am breathing, which will definitely make me flexible in all types of situations and adapt to changes to always come up with good solutions. Learning never stops po, even though tayo po ay mga lisensyadong guro. Patuloy pa rin po tayo natututo, patuloy tayo nag-i-improve. Well, please like my Facebook page po, the Special Fin Wellness. Basically, lahat po ng advocacy ko ini-execute ko po dyan. I would share workouts, I would share infographics on how to maintain health, strengthen the immune system, and how to do retirement planning as well. It's about physiological and financial wellness. Thank you po for attending this session, and I appreciate everyone who spent their time to listen. Sana po may naitulong po itong session na ibigay natin. Miss Sandra?